YouTube! Today we're watching Top 10 Worst Animal Skeletons by Salmonella Academy. Wow! German intro, everyone.
This video is sponsored by Skillshare.
Yippee! Oh shit, it's doing the thing again. There you go.
Hey kids,
Hi.
As we all know, the evolution of species is an incredible process, driven by
What the heck is that?
a little more than the random chance that certain mutations may happen to provide a practical advantage in a creature's environment.
Yes!
And as a result, there's a lot of things out there that look super dumb once you strip back a few layers. Here's the top 10 worst animal skeletons of all time. So first and foremost, I'd like to settle a little debate I've been seeing floating around the past few weeks. Yes, penguins do, in fact, have knees.
What? This penguin doesn't even have feet.
But in order to hide full-grown legs into one plump cylinder, you gotta have a little skeletal trickery on your side. You guys ever do wall sits in gym class or elsewhere? One of the most torturous exercises out there. I now feel even worse.
What do you mean, when will you evolve a brain? Thank you for hydrating.
Because not only did they have to deal with living in a frigid black and white hellscape, the most hostile environment known to man second only to the vacuum of space, all the while constantly pursued by ravenous, bloodthirsty sea dogs.
Oh my god.
But they're also secretly doing wall sits their entire life. Quick side note, in Mandarin, the word
So they have knees, but they just have buff legs. What the heck?
word for penguin consists of the characters for business goose, which is fucking hilarious.
Oh, I've
like
heard
one day
that. That's so silly.
Goose put on a suit and said, "Today it is time to make a name for myself, honk." This next guy is known as Parson's chameleon.
Every day is leg day for them. Actually insane.
Found in the more remote regions of Madagascar. Notice the fleshy protuberances around its nose area.
Ew.
Turns out, not fleshy, not even remotely fleshy, not even one flesh. Instead, it just has a skull forever frozen in time in the middle of exploding. Like it sneezed right in the middle of God shaping it out of clay and he was just
Ew.
like,
Why?
whatever, it's a feature now. So for that, this rough-headed reptilian gets number 9. Normally I would have ranked it higher, but that's a dope tail, so he gets some pity points.
It is
Next
a cool
is the
tail.
pufferfish. So for most of my life, I've pictured
I
pufferfish
love the pufferfish. They're so cute.
is just not having any bones. I know it doesn't really
Fish
make sense, but
mansion.
neither does them turning into a balloon like a goddamn cartoon. Turns out, in their normal state, they actually look like this. And when they
Ooh.
inflate, those concentric rings of spine slide outwards past
Whoa.
one another to cover the full area, like the aperture of a camera lens expanding to cover the full frame of the fish. The sheer
That's
engineering
so cool. Yeah, engineering. Actually engineered fishes. What the heck?
of this design has shattered my childhood dream of real-life balloon animals, which is in the
Yeah.
pufferfish, the number
To be
8
fair, I didn't know this either. I thought they were like balloons as well. I didn't know they were like so bony.
spot on this list. Now, if you've gotten around to certain zoological circles, you've been shown this skull and been told, "Ah, yes,
the
that
heck?
comes from the dwarf elephant." Oh, you've never seen one? That's because, they're extinct. And that thing in the middle? Ah, yes, nothing more than the nose hole to which the trunk connects.
What?
However, if you're a rational, free-thinking adult like me, you can look past the lies spoon-fed to you by Nat Geo and other liberal media outlets and see
What?
this for what it is. A cyclops.
Ew. To be fair, that is how I saw it. Like, wait,
Nat
look at
Geo
that.
and other liberal media outlets and see this
Like, come on! It just looks like an alien, actually. Dude. That's insane. Goofy looking.
for what it is. A cyclops.
Actually.
Next is the Orca, otherwise known as the killer
Oh,
whale, the
we had
panda
orcas.
torpedo, or the SeaWorld slave. Its skeleton is fairly normal at first glance, but check out this little thing under here. That little bony blip is actually all that remains of the legs and pelvis of the orca from when it evolved from land mammals.
Whoa.
Personally, I think that's highly disrespectful to their ancestors. Like, they could have taken the seal route and used those legs for good in the water, but instead these sea cowards said, "No thanks, we're gonna undo all that evolution," and just
But don't we technically have the same? Because we have the bone where the tail would be, right? We have like the bone where the tail would be if we were like, you know, less evolved. So that's also is that also disrespectful? I don't know. But like, what bone? Like the bone like above your ass crack. That really hurts when you like stomp it. That's like where the tail would be, right? That's kind of silly.
be bigger, smarter, warmer fish again. But hey, we'll keep this little pieces of
the
nothing
tail.
just to
Is it
remember.
literally called the tailbone? Oh my god. Weren't you the one that looked up human tail? Was it? Yeah, it was me. It was me. Guys, PSA to all streamers, do not look up human tail on stream. You have such a way with words, thank you.
For you guys by. Truthfully, I could have chosen almost any cetacean to pick on for this, but the orca's face also reminds me of SCP-682, which is the most OP overrated shit out there.
It does look like... Oh. SCPs are pretty cool, you guys.
So he gets the number 6 spot. Moving on, now bear with me here. In every other mammal on Earth, the canine teeth point downward from the gum to the mouth. You know, like a tooth. But this guy, known as the Babirusa, said, "Huh," and decided to have them grow up through the entirety of its fucking snoot. And out the other end, which is the most nonsensical thing I've ever seen. Like, toenails out the front? How cliche. Let's make him go through the whole foot instead. Look, now I can kick good behind me. That's not all.
Ew, I hate that! Why would he say that? Why would he say that?
Though, these tusks also keep growing for the creature's entire life, which isn't a problem in and of itself, right? Rodents, they keep chewing stuff to wear them down. Alligators, they just let them fall out now and then. But the Babirusa's like, I'll just nut in a lady pig long before this becomes an issue. So if it lives long enough, the teeth can curve right on around and slowly bore into the thing's face, like built-in Chinese bamboo torture. And occasionally, they can end up actually piercing the skull and shish kebabbing the brain.
Oh my god! Wait, what does it say? This only happens in rare cases. Okay. It does look kind of cool, though. I'm gonna be honest. It does look kind of cool. That's crazy. My family has a tendency to be born without it, and all of them are over 2 meters. If they do not dispose, they have crazy back pain. I'm the only normal one. Really? I didn't know you can be born without it. Cockooks. Is that how you say it? Interesting.
Now, some people might say that this doesn't belong on this
built-in handle.
given that teeth aren't technically bones. And to those people, kids, we say, eat shit and die.
Bruh.
Next, we have the octopus. The octopus skeleton is so bad that it doesn't even exist. Sure, they got this little thing in the middle, but that doesn't count. That's just chitin. And yeah, they can get in a jar or whatever, but...
No! Don't put him in a jar! No! Creature being murdered by their own teeth. Oh wait, they're getting murdered by a frog. I didn't even realize. I'm sorry. It's not awesome that they die from that, but you know, it's really crazy that their teeth go through their skull. Oh no.
But at what cost? At the animal picnics, the crowd shouts, "Bleh, shun the spineless freak." And at the animal wheelbarrow races, with nothing to grab hold of, the cephalopod holds a solitary vigil.
That's what the whole section was about. Wait, did they die from it? How did I miss that they die from it? Oh my god. It pierces their brain, but I doubt they live through that. Oh.
At the starting line,
I mean,
and lo,
yeah.
the octopus wins naught but a participant medal at the Grand Prix.
I also tried. I also tried.
Moving on, here's the skeleton of a fruit bat. Now, not a big deal to us regular folk, but imagine if humans had no context of bats and they dug this thing up. Like,
it does look like a human. It looks like a human with really long fingers. It literally looks like, how is it called? The Edward with the scissor hands literally looks like him.
Class, archaeologists have recently found these fossilized remains, and using modern technology, we can see exactly what it would have looked like back when it was alive. This abominable creature is known only to scientists as Finger Boy, and is theorized to have fed upon fruit, insects, and the dreams of orphans, which it would siphon out from the ears of the errant little waifs whilst they slumbered. By the way, if you Google image bat skeleton, like, more than half of them have the ears built in, just like,
oh, that's so cute.
like, I feel the extraordinarily bat-like wings and figure of our decoration are much too subtle.
What's salad fingers? No, I haven't.
For our consumers. Better slap these on. At number 2, we have...
Wait, so the ears are not actually like... Yeah, the ears are not actually bones. That's
the
silly.
Anteater. From its oboe...
Looks like him. Salad fingers. Hold on. Oh... Oh, it does, kinda. He also has, like, really long fingers. Oh, I guess those are the salad fingers. Oh.
like skull to its gorilla fist.
They're hoodie antenna bones. No. Snails don't, have bones like that. Like the antennas are not the bone.
Hands, one can only wonder who let this creature exist. Fun fact, if you take the anteater's skull and blow into its nose, it plays a beautiful song recounting the animal's entire life, and then security escorts you out of the museum. Looking at this, I can only pose the question asked for generations long before my own. That being, why the long face? Before we get to the number 1 spot, here's a few honorable mentions. The wolf eel.
Oh.
The ostrich.
Oh.
This human-cat hybrid I found on a
Ew.
tabloid site. And of course, the mermaid. So at our number 1 spot, we have this creature. That's supposed to be a mirror. I know most of you can't see yourself in it on account of your filthy Dorito-smeared screen, so...
Stop! Okay, listen, I can't see myself because my screen is matte, okay? Oh shit, I muted it accidentally. Wait. Bruh!
And your filthy
Chat, do you see yourselves? Chat, do you see yourselves?
Dorito smeared screen, so just take my word for it. So what's wrong with humans, you ask? Well, a
Snail
lot of
grease, no!
things, but for now, let's stick to the skeleton.
Ew,
First
what the fuck?
off, these bones right here, these are known as the metatarsals, all part of the foot, right? No,
Ugh.
that's a bunch of primate propaganda. In most other groups of land mammals, what we'd consider our ankles is actually the quote-unquote knee of the animal. Thanks a lot,
What?
walking upright.
So we have 2 knees? Is that what he's saying?
Also, it's estimated that around 80% of people will experience chronic back pain at some point in their life. Thanks a lot,
I already have back pain a lot.
walking upright. Lastly, probably something you've heard about at some point, our skull to pelvis ratio. For most animals, giving birth, not a big deal. Small heads, wide hips, mazel tov. But check out the big brain on Brett. There's a real monkey wrench in the works there. For a while, it led to some problems till those extra brains figured out how to work around it. So I guess you win this round.
Wait, maternal mortality rate. Oh my god. So that means like per 1,000, it was like 8 dying? Oh my god.
Humans, but that doesn't stop you from also winning the #1 spot on the worst skeletons of all time. But hey, just because you'll forever be flawed on the inside.
I didn't expect humans to... Wait, are humans the #1? Oh my god, I didn't expect that.
Doesn't mean you can't improve yourself on the outside. That's why you need to try Skillshare.
Skillshare?
Skillshare is an online learning community with over 25,000 classes in design, business, technology, and more. Premium membership gives you unlimited access to high-quality classes on must-know topics, so you can improve your skills, unlock new opportunities, and do the work you love. For all my life,
Eat, Shira, eat.
I thought I knew how to
Thank
make a
you for
grilled cheese.
hydrating.
Then I saw this class, and I realized I didn't. Now I do again, but those few minutes
Whoa. You should make grilled cheese, Shira, with Skillshare.
between seeing the thumbnail and finishing the course were a dark time in my life. But let's say you don't like grilled cheese. Well, you must be either vegan or dead, and either way, you probably smell terrible. What better way to soak up that earthy must in your home than with a hand-selected houseplant known to improve air quality? You can even put googly eyes on it. Aw, it's like I have a friend. Join the more than 7 million people already learning on Skillshare today with a special offer just for my viewers. Everyone who visits the link in the description can get 2 months of unlimited access to the 25,000 plus classes on Skillshare for absolutely free. So please, put down that bone broth and start sipping some brain juice today. Anyway, that's all for today. Till next time, I'm Sam and Nella, and I'm still scared of swine flu.
Bye-bye! Ew! Ew! Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And come over to Twitch to watch me live. Bye, YouTube! Bye-bye!